Well, folks, good morning and welcome to the Liberia Television. This is Michael Think Positive, and I'm coming to you live from Jesus Love Academy. And this place is located on Guinea Road in NIMBA County, Ghana to be precise. And pool has just been opened, and officially the time is 5 minutes after 8. Okay, now we have on the camera here the very first person who voted at the center. So good morning, ma'am, and welcome to Today Liberia Television.
Good morning.
Yeah, so I see the smile on your face. How was the process like?
Yes, because the person was too fine.
Sorry, firstly, your name first.
My name is Miss Lolape.
Okay, Miss Lolape, you from this county or you just came to vote?
I'm from this country.
And you live here? You live here?
I live here, I got property here.
Okay. So, okay, how was the process like?
The process is very smooth, fine, and we just hope to continue like that because this country is the peaceful country. We don't want no problem. No one will come from outside there and come here and score our country for us.
Okay, how long did you stay on the line?
No, I never even stayed on. But always, I know the reporting of vote. I always come very early. And now I'm the number one.
And did you face any difficulties in there?
No.
Okay. So, what will you say about, to those that are still out there?
And I would just say that all be peaceful. This is our home. We got nowhere to go. Nobody to come from us to come and support our home.
Okay.
So this is our home. Our parents are here, our children are here, and our properties are here. So we can't allow anybody to come from us to come and support our country.
Lastly, is there anything you want to say?
I just want to say, vote for your choice. Vote right, vote for your candidate, and be peaceful.
Thank you so much, Madam P, for speaking to us. Well, that is the very first person who voted here at the Jesus Love Academy. And this place here, the voting have already started. I can confirm that to you. And I can see the presence of the Liberia National Police. They are all here. And the polling staffs all here. Yeah, the turn up here is not yet encouraging. But as you are well aware, people will sit and wait. They would like to wait for the last minutes to time. But here we are at the Jesus Love Academy on Guinea Road here. I can see the bystanders. Not much people are around for now. I can confirm that to you. The process here seems to be very peaceful. The place is relatively calm. This is polling place 4. This is room 4, and the place is completely empty. And here is polling place number. Let me get it correctly. Let me get this correctly. Okay, this is polling place number 3, where the lady first voted. She was the first voter here. Yeah, and yeah, I can see few people, I guess, in the queue. The presence of the security here is in tight. I can confirm that to you. And this side too, I can see few people here in the queue. Folks, if you are there, I beg you kindly share the video. People here are in the queue. This is not like and this is polling place number 2. Everyone is peacefully and calmly standing in the various queue. And the other line you see in there is polling place number 1. As I said to you, this is the Jesus Love Academy, and this place is located around the Guinea Road community here in Ghana. But the place is relatively empty. Place is relatively empty. Let me see if I can talk to a few. And this is polling place number 1. This is number 1. There are some few contention here. Sir, good morning and welcome to Today Liberia Television. Yeah, will you mind to speak to the press? So, Chief, good morning and welcome to Today Liberia Television. I see you complaining in the queue. Is there any issue?
No issue.
Okay, and he just confirmed that there's no issue. Madam, I saw you complaining in the queue.
We still on the line.
Okay, someone wants to talk to us here. Good morning. What's your name, man? You said when you came here? But I learned that the pool has been opened exact 8 o'clock because I was here when the pool opened. So nobody has voted from this queue? But you guys are not many. What do you think the problem is?
Inside there, I know that the female or what you know want for her to vote where to go. I was a woman go for our church.
Okay, so folks, that's what happened in here. As confirmed to you earlier. Now, I think this is the first person going in. That's the first person for this polling place number 1. He's the first person going in, and I can confirm to you that polling place number 2 people have already started voting here.
I think after 9.
No, it's not after 9, sir. This is just after 8. I can confirm that to you. You are on national television. Yeah, we should not give the people false information. And I can see observers here. Our international partners are here. I can confirm that to you that voting has already started at this place here at Jesus Love Academy. Okay, there's an announcement here being made.
So if you have that, once you are coming in, you allow us to have access to it. Right after your voting process, we're going to give it back to you, and you go with it. Any violation, we're going to turn it over to the National Police Authority. So thank you.
So he has just declared the pool open here, and he has made an announcement that there is no gadget or cell phone allowed within the voting center. That if you have your cell phone, you should turn it over to them after voting. Then they can turn it right back over to you, and that is it. And he has declared the pool open at polling place number 1 here. At the Jesus Love Academy. First, we are still here, but I can confirm to you that this place is completely empty for now. This turnout is not to be compared to the general elections. The turnout here is a bit poor this morning for now. If this was the 2023 general elections, you could see this place overcrowded. But as for now, this morning, this place is not yet crowded. Probably people are still waiting home to come and be a part of the process later, or some people want to observe to see whether the place is going to be very peaceful and calm. So that's what's happening here. Voting has already started here too at polling place number 3. I can confirm that to you. But the queue here is, I can just see 4 persons in the queue. The queue is relatively empty for now. And polling place number 4 is completely empty, folks. Completely empty. Only 1 person I'm seeing here in the queue, but for the presence of the police, they are here, or the joint security. I can confirm this to you, and the polling staffers are all very set here. This polling started voting exact 8 o'clock. I can confirm that to you. So folks, if you are there, kindly share the video. And as you are aware, the police IG entered the county yesterday, and I believe he's still in the county to make sure that the process here is very peaceful, that people cooperate with the authority. And this is polling place number 5 here. Only the police staffers I'm seeing there. Only the polling staffers I'm seeing here. I'm seeing. And as I told you, the presence of the joint security, the Liberian National Police is heavily represented here. This process is going to be very, very much peaceful and transparent. And this is the notice here on the wall that no recording device is allowed in the voting booth. And that was what was just announced by one of the polling staffs. So there is no recording gadget allowed within the polling center, within the voting center. And even the bystanders here are not even much. This is the Guinea Road community. You can see here for yourself, folks. I'm waiting to see let another voter come out so we can. These are all the bystanders here. And this is how the street, the Guinea Road is currently looking here. I can see, folks. I'm waiting for at least another person to come out so I can speak to them as to whether how how was the process with them, and then I can take you to another voting center. But folks, sticking still there, kindly share this video. This is Michael Think Positive, and I'm coming to you live here from the Jesus Love Academy here around the Guinea Road. But the turnout here is not really encouraging. The turnout here is not really encouraging. I'm seeing here, I think there's a little issue here. But police is trying to intervene in this issue. There's a little issue here. Back. So
no photo, and nothing is there. So that what they are saying is to wait. Agree your name is on the top, or you need a card, but there is no picture. There is no information on your name, nothing. So yeah, I can really say. So they're wait. No, listen, they're wait. This is no problem. They're wait. No, but listen, this is clear enough. So just wait a while, and they will see the supervisors and come for them, and then they will go.
So folks, there's a little contention here. There's a voter here who have come to cast her vote, but then the ID card has been completely erased. There's no information on her ID card, and one of the polling staff asked her to wait for a while because there's nothing there to identify her that she's the one bearing the ID card. But she has seen her name on the FFR. She has seen her name on the FFR, but the ID card she's bearing has absolutely nothing to identify her. So that's the contention here. But the police have come in. Liberia National Police have come in to make sure that there's a calm. Yeah. So this is what's happening currently here, folks. And I'm waiting to see if I can talk to her because I can see the frustration in her, but there is absolutely nothing on her. Okay, I see the first person who voted in polling place number 1 walking out. Good morning, sir. How are you? Yeah, I saw you entering in polling place number 1 to cast your vote. Have you done that? Let me see your finger, sir. Okay, so he has casted his vote not too long. So what's your name, sir? Mr. Cole. How was the process like in there?
Oh, very well. I enjoyed the process.
Did you face any problem?
No problem.
Okay, and the process is peaceful. Okay, so then what will you say to those that are still out there because the place is completely empty? What will you say to them for them to come and cast their vote?
First of all, I told you to that I'm James Cole, and I'm encouraging everybody, all the citizens of NIMBA, to be encouraged to elect their leader, their choice, for themselves. So it will be better for everybody to be encouraged, to be part of the process.
Okay, what will you say, what's your peace message to people out there who may want to cause chaos in this election?
As far as I'm concerned, this election, we do not want any other trouble to be in this presidential election, we are encouraging our brothers, our sisters, if they are there, listening at me, and they should be very, very mindful upon this presidential election. And in fact, I'm encouraging them themselves to drop down whatsoever they have to come and take part into this election.
Thank you for speaking to us. Finally, what will be your last message?
My last message there is that we all be happy and that we all be encouraged to come and vote peacefully. I'm asking every activity of NIMBA to come to take part.
Thank you, sir, for speaking to us. Is your name again? Mr. Cole, thank you so much for speaking to us. He's a person with a disability, but still he came to exercise his national right. So, ma, can I speak to you, ma? Okay, so she have declined to speak to us. She was the one who had issue with her photo card. There's no information on her photo card, and she was denied voting on grounds that she should wait. Yeah, she should wait for a little while, so at least they can sort out things. But she's angry, so she have left the voting center. So, folks, if you are there, kindly share this video. Polling place number 1 is still empty. Polling place, no, this is number 4. Sorry, number 4 and number 3 are very empty. You can see the queue. And no one is here. Any moment for now, I will be going to a different center. I can see another person who have just joined this line. I don't want to call the office she's from. Okay, this cube is still choked. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, and this one is still okay. This one is moving a little bit. Good morning, ma'am. How are you? How you doing, ma? Yeah, how you coming on? I see you standing in line to count vote. Is there any problem? I see you so serious. What happened? What happened here? Okay. Well, how the process like in the place here? So what is happening here now? What is happening currently in the land? Okay. So the place empty. Why you will say to the people that stay outside there, they won't come vote?
When I finish from here, I go outside, see people there, they're not coming, I will encourage them.
No. Why you will say to them, they're listening to you, some people watching you? Why you will say to them?
I tell them to come vote.
Okay. So thank you. What about the people that won't cause trouble, they won't bring hala in the whole thing here?
We will post to them.
What you will say to them?
I will tell them, I beg you, my people, you love go inside, we go there, we come outside.
Thank you, Mama, for speaking to us. Okay, so folks, I'm still waiting to speak to another person because there are little, some people. I want to see another person who have come out. So if I can speak to that last person. Okay, so another person is in the queue here. I think I can talk to them, but I want to talk to someone who has already cast a vote. Good morning, sir. Your name, please?
My name is
Timo. I see you standing in the line. Is there any problem?
There is no problem.
Okay, how's the place look like here?
The process is correct.
Very correct. Okay, so now I see the whole line here very empty. What will you say to those that stay out there?
It's a time calculation.
Okay, so which ethnic group you belong to?
I'm a Damba tribe.
Damba tribe. Can you speak to your Dam people to come outside and vote?
They will come. I said a time calculation.
Speak to them now in Dam. Encourage them to come vote. This is not campaign. To come out and vote, it's a peaceful process. There are people who are out there who, yes, there are people, if you don't encourage them, they don't come and vote. So, sir, go ahead.
I'm saying to them,
so there are people who want to cause confusion in this whole voting process. What's your peace message to them? Thank you for speaking. You say your name again?
Malidimo.
Okay, Mr. Mo, thank you so much for speaking to us. So that's it, folks. I'm still waiting to speak to someone who has already cast their ballot. So the queue, this turnout here is not really encouraging at the moment. The turnout is not really encouraging at the moment. But we still wait to see. There are voters here who are still checking for their names. People are still searching for their names and stuff. Some people just walk straight on the bulletin to see as to whether their name is still. So I see you checking for your name. Have you found your name? Okay, so good morning. You're welcome to Today Liberia Television. I see you in your gear. Are you going to work?
No, I was going to work
they say you should come vote. So how you feel like being here this morning to exercise your citizenship?
I feel comfortable, fine.
Okay, but how the process like? It took you long to see your name?
No.
Okay, so now the place is empty. What's your message to those that stay out there that you won't come vote?
All my message and the appeal to other people at least.
They got people who won't cause problem in the whole election. What your peace message you would tell them?
Telling them, no confusion, they want peace.
All right, thank you for speaking to us. So, folks, I'm yet to see someone who has cast a ballot. Okay, I'm seeing a guy here who have cast. Brother, can you speak to us? Okay. Yeah. So, folks, any moment from now, I will leave this center here, Jesus Love Academy. I will leave the center and I will join you from another center. So, thanks for being there. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. The process here is very peaceful. The process here is calm. There is no violence, no issue of violence has been reported as it stands, as the place is completely empty. I can confirm to you that the turnout here is not really encouraging at the moment, but we still have time as nothing yet have happened. We are yet to hit 9 o'clock. This is just 8:28 in Liberia. So till I join you again from another center, I would like to say thanks for watching, thanks for sharing, goodbye for now. Morning on Liberia. Again, I'm coming to you live from NIMBA County. This is my counting positive. And now I'm here at the YMCA, where the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia is expected to cast his vote. This polling center here seems to be relatively empty again. I'm seeing they have polling place number 1 to number 5. I think this is the 5th polling place here. This is polling place number 5, and the line here seems to be very, very empty. If you can see in there for yourself, the place is completely empty. I don't know why the turnout seems to be very poor. This turnout here is very, very, very poor this morning. Apparently later it might change, but for now, this is how the place looks like. This is polling place number. This is polling place number 3, and the queue here is also empty. and I can confirm the presence of the police. The security are here present. Polling staffs are doing their work, but there's no one in the queue. But few people are in the voting center. Few people are in the voting center. This is where the Vice President, Honorable Chair Mayakun, is expected to cast his ballot. But for now, I can confirm to you that all the queues from polling place number 1 to polling place number 5 is all empty. But I can see few people walking out of the voting center who have already cast a ballot. I hope to speak to one. And I can see this gentleman walking out with his finger mark. Let me try to speak to him. Good morning and welcome to Today Liberia Television. Yeah, I see you walking out of the voting hall. Did you cast a vote?
Yes.
What's your name, please?
Chris
Dege. How was the process like in there?
Yeah, the process is on.
Okay. Did you encounter any problem?
No.
Okay. So I'm seeing the place so empty. What's your message to those that stay out there that don't want to come out?
No, I will be free to come. It's very easy. You just can go do and go. No need to stay in. It's here for everybody. So when you can't vote, you vote all around the city. No loss. So when you free to come vote.
Okay, there are people who might want cause problem in this election. What's your peace message to them?
It's not about any problem to cause problem. It's another easy matter about everybody. So when I feel free, no problem, no cause problem. You see, no noise.
Okay, thank you. You say your name again?
Chris Zaggy.
Okay, thank you so much. As I said to you, this is the YMCA where the Vice President is expected to cast his ballot. And but the turnout again here at this center is not encouraging at all. But probably later it will change. The polling staffers are here working, voting. People are just walking in and walking out. The issue of cell phone not going into the voting hall, it's been seriously adhered to here. I've seen voters leaving their cell phones outside. This is the long-awaited day that the NIMBAians have been waiting for. As you are aware, this election is to replace the fallen Senator Prince Yemi Johnson, who died in November of last year. And I've seen this other man walking out of the polling place. I think he has cast his vote. Good morning, sir, and welcome to Today Liberia Television.
Good morning.
Will you mind speaking to us, please? What's your name, sir? Yeah, Samuel Freeman. How was the voting process like in there? Yeah, all right. Yeah, you encounter any problem there? Okay, so I've seen the place empty. What's your message to those that stay out there? Okay, so what would be your last peace message to people?
No violence.
Thank you so much, Samuel, for speaking to us. So, folks, this is it. I can confirm to you the NIMBA County Region 6 Director here for NASCOP. I don't know. Okay, I see the finger marked. And good morning, sir, and welcome to Today Liberia Television.
Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, kindly please tell the audience your name, sir.
Bato Migakos is my name. The regional director was Social Security NIMBA.
Okay, I see so much smile on your face, sir.
Of course, yes.
How was the process like in there?
Yeah, it's great, but it's a little bit slow. Probably the people are not here waking up to come, exercise their rights. But I guess it will come a little bit.
Did you encounter any problem in there?
No, not at all.
Okay, I've seen the place so empty. What's your message to those that stay out there?
Like I said, probably people stay waking up, people getting prepared to come to see our best to get their vote, to vote for their candidate. So getting prepared. Pretty soon you close, you get back. It's still soon. Just after 8. But I guess people will still come to do what is supposed to do best for the candidate.
So, Mr. Director, there are people who may want to create chaos of filing this county, and where you are for this county. What's your message? What's your peace message to them, sir?
Well, that'll be peaceful. NIMBA always been the people and the country. I think we will exercise because for the KPP period, you never see any violence taking place anywhere. And what more about the end of the election date? I guess everything will go smoothly. So, as a NIMBAians, I urge each and everyone's, to exercise their right peacefully, come quietly, and vote your candidate, and then walk out. I guess you see the place is very empty for now. So I urge each and every citizen of NIMBA to come. Like I just come from YMCA, the place is very empty for now. So you can come and do your process. The process is very peaceful. It's very peaceful in NIMBA. Nobody must say there is a problem elsewhere. Nowhere. NIMBA is very peaceful. And we Liberians, we are a peaceful set of people.
Sir, finally, what's your last message?
Well, my last message to the people of NIMBA, that'll be peaceful, like I said. We are being peaceful. Let us be quiet and see our best, and I urge each and everyone to come. Come. The place is very empty for now. So if you cook your body, cook your GB, do it hurriedly, and then come to see our best to come in and vote the candidates.
Thank you, sir. That's the voice of Chief Mika Kazu, the Regional Director at NIMBA County Region 6. Thank you so much for speaking to us. As I said to you, this is where the Vice President is expected to cast his ballot, and the media team is here. I can confirm. A media colleague is here, Yekesi from the Sport Network, and I've seen this seems to be a bike rider. Good morning, sir. I see you park your motorbike and see your finger marked, and you're so smiling. How was the process in there? It was okay. Yeah. You face any problem there? No problem. Okay. So what's your name? Becken. Yeah. What's your message to your friends out there that are still running traffic and you won't come vote? Okay, thank you so much for speaking to us. And he's a motorcyclist who have come to exercise his right. And I can confirm the presence of the security. Security is in tight. Earlier on, I saw polling place number 5, and there's another center here. This happens to be polling place number 6, but people are just walking in and out of the place. The place seems to be relatively empty. So, sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning,
and welcome to Today Liberia Television. So, sir, I'm seeing you walking out of the voting center. How was the process like in there?
The process was very good.
Firstly, your name, sir? Okay, Mr. Pele. Yes, you are talking about the process in there.
I see the process is going on very well, speedy.
Okay.
And I took my vote. I'm trying to get to win.
Okay, so did you encounter any problem in there?
Nothing, yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So I don't know, in your dialect, can you say to the people out there, can you talk to them to come vote in your own dialect?
Yes, I can do that.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for speaking to us, sir.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, so that's it, folks. We are still here seeing older folks. But the process here is calm. I can confirm that to you. This is YMCA, and kindly share this video. And I'm Michael Think Positive, and coming to you live here from the YMCA school system, where the Vice President, Honorable Jeremiah Kun, Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, is expected to cast his vote here, but the center is relatively empty. That I can confirm to you. So I've seen our father is walking out of this voting center and his finger is marked, which I suggest that he has just cast his vote. Good morning, sir, and welcome to Today Liberia Television. Yeah, sir, I see your smile on your face. What's your name, sir?
My name is Roland Yanama.
Okay, Mr. Yanama, how was the process in there, sir?
Yeah, the process it started a little bit slower, but I think it's speeding up now. The girls need to be a little bit smart in identifying the names. I think that from the beginning they were a little bit slow in identifying the individuals, and then it took us, I think the first person took about 20 or more minutes before we can start speeding up with us.
Okay,
I think they're catching up.
So is there anything you would like to recommend to the National Election Commission?
Well, sometimes, and I've said it over and again, the room is a little bit darker, so when you go behind the screen, there are some people who don't have very good eyesight. I wish there was a light, behind the screen to help them see better. Some people come without glasses, and so, to make sure that people see clearly and mark where they are marking, there should be a little bit of light behind the screen to help them mark better. But I think, by and large, things are okay.
Okay, sir. So I see the place relatively empty. What's your message to those that are still out there that don't want to come to cast their ballot?
But I think what Liberians normally do is they know it lasts the whole day. So many people want to attend to other businesses. They want to take their time and come late afternoon. Maybe they want to come late in the evening to cast the ballot. So they are not in hurry. But for some of us who have other competing priorities, we want to make sure we vote so that we can have the time to attend to other businesses. So, but yeah, it's common for Liberians. They want to take their time. They want to come because it's whole day. It was a half day. You will find this place a little bit packed. But because it's from 8 to 6 in the evening, people feel that it is a long day or hours, so they shouldn't rush. But the expectation is that there will be a little crowded place late afternoon to the end of the day. That's how it always appears.
Do you think there's a factor responsible for the low turnout this morning?
Yes, I know, definitely. People, during the first election, this is a by-election. People register in Monrovia and other places from the beginning. And from the last election, you saw trucks and buses coming to NIMBA in their hundreds to vote. But at the end of the day, they were interested in the presidential election. Now there is by-election. Most of them were interested in the late PYJ to come to cast their ballot. But PYJ is dead and gone. So people, that long list of people that used to come from Monrovia and Harrisville to come to NIMBA is like, well, what's the need of going? So I live in Monrovia and I register here. I have my house here. I have some of my family members here. So I always register here and vote here. And I always make it my business to come. But I know a lot of people who were, this thing we call trucking. The people that were trucked the last time are not here and they didn't come.
So, sir, what's your recommendation in terms of this trucking?
That is very unfortunate. The National Election Commission, the election law should put in place mechanism to stop this trucking. This trucking is cheating because people are paid to come to vote, and that level of cheating is difficult to handle. But I think there should be some law to on the bulletin. You come and you vote peacefully and go by your business. So if I imagine anybody want to disrupt or cause problems, then you must be having some serious mental problem, and I think the law should deal with you very drastically. Is there anything finally you'd like to say, sir? I appreciate the atmosphere, the fact that it's so peaceful. I see a lot of young men and women casting their ballots, and I want to encourage everybody who hasn't voted to come as early as possible to vote. And then at the end of the day, we expect a transparent election and hoping that nobody will tamper with the election result at the end of the day, so that all of us can live a peaceful life. That's all democracy is all about.
Thank you so much, sir. Lastly, you say your name again. Thank you so much, sir, for speaking to us. And so he has just come from casting his ballot, and we're still here at the YMCA, where the Vice President is expected to be here anytime. And this place has 6 polling places, and this is the 6th area, and you can see the queue here. The queue is relatively empty again. Yeah, very empty. Everywhere is empty. This morning in Liberia here, if you are out there, the time in Liberia here is 8:55, which means it's 5 minutes to 9 o'clock, and the place here is relatively empty. But people are still coming in one by one to cast their ballot. This is how the place looks like this morning. This is how it is.
So maybe that's a usual Liberian thing. Maybe people waiting for maybe
and as I said to you,
maybe the evening hour.
the polling staffers are doing the work here, but the turnout is not yet encouraging. Yeah, that I can confirm to you. It's not encouraging at the moment, but people are actually trooping in one by one to cast a ballot. They are coming in. I've spoken to few citizens of this county who have already cast a ballot, and we wait to join you again when the Vice President shall have come here to cast his ballot. But at the moment, this place is empty. This place is not encouraging for now. I will take you to another center where Probably the place is going to be a little bit different. And this is the second polling center I have visited this morning, and the turnout is not encouraging. Yeah, we are fastly approaching 9 o'clock here in Liberia, but I can confirm to you that citizens are not yet turning out to cast a ballot. Yeah, people are still walking in one by one. Yeah, they are walking in gradually. But probably it's just that Liberia thing where people still sit back and wait for the last minute time thing. But I hope things changes later. But for now, it is what it is here at the YMCA. I'm Michael Ting Positive, and I'm coming to you from Ganta, Gompa City, YMCA to be precise, where Vice President Jeremiah Kunes is expected later today to cast his ballot here. So till I join you again in another broadcast, so this is it here. 6 polling places here at the YMCA. 6 polling places at the YMCA, and this is polling place number 3 here, and number 1 is further down. Citizens are walking in. The process seems to be transparent for now. The transparency, you see that all the polling staffers are all seated, and people, and this is it for now. We cannot get in at the moment, and here is polling place number 4. This is where the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, Jeremiah Kung, is expected to be here later in the day. And we have polling place number 5 here. As I told you earlier, we have 6 polling places here, and this is polling place number 5. And we're seeing observers, the polling staffs here, but they are relatively sitting, doing nothing more. These are observers from various political institutions, and the NEC staffers are also here. But the place is relatively empty, that I can confirm to you. The place is relatively empty, but hope to see, I'm seeing a peaceful citizen there walking in, yeah, to cast his ballot.
I mean, there were a lot of cars coming from NIMBA County. You have buses, you have.
So the issue of this poor turnout, we hope to establish that later. If this was the 2023 presidential or general elections, you could see this place overcrowded. But even the bystanders you're seeing here outside the fence, the polling center is relatively empty. People, if this would have been the 2023 national general elections, you could see this place very much crowded. But then, as probably we misstate, maybe the issue of trucking has effect on this low turnout. Because yes, we agree this is not the general elections, this is not presidential elections, but seeing this kind of low turnout, we saw buses, we saw trucks bringing people from various angles, taking people from various places to another. And today we are experiencing a very low turnout here. Probably this might be an issue of the trucking. So we hope in the future the National Election Commissions will address the issue of trucking as to curtail this issue of low turnout. But as it stands, this is how the environment of the YMCA is like up to now. You cannot see people in the queue. People just walk in straight in the 14 room where they cast a ballot and walk out peacefully. I can confirm to you that there's no issue of violence has been reported. I haven't heard about issue of fraud or anything yet for now. So I can just confirm peace for now till later in the day we see what will unfold. So folks, I would like to take you to another polling center. This is the second place I have visited so far, and the process here seems to be peaceful with the exception of the low turnout. But people are trooping in gradually. I can see people trooping in gradually, whether they are here to vote or they are just here to observe the process. I don't know yet, but some might be observers. I'm seeing the observer tag with them, and I think some, yeah. So as I said to you, see that there happens to be observers here. Okay, so now there happens to be pool. There happens to be observers. They are observers. Don't know which candidate they are here to observe. So they've just reaching, even though pool have already started, but they are just reaching here. I think the observers will have been here earlier than pool starting, but I'm just seeing them reaching here. So that's it. People are still walking in gradually. People are walking in gradually, and this is how the process is like here. And this is an EPS officer who have just come to exercise his constitutional right. And he has come to exercise his constitutional right, and that is it. So folks, until I join you again at another polling center, this is the YMCA, and I'm Michael Team Positive. This is Compa City and NIMBA County. Thanks for being there, and thanks for sharing till I join. So folks, good morning from Liberia, and welcome again to Today Liberia Television. This is Michael Team Positive, and I'm coming to you live from the JWPSN High School here in Aganta. This is another polling center. We are just experiencing the same low turnout like everywhere. Folks, as you know, NIMBA decides today. NIMBA decides today, and this election is to replace the fallen Senator Prince Y. Johnson, who died last year November. And this is how the JWPSN High School is like this morning. This is here. I learned that there are 5 polling places here, and this is polling place number 1, where there is no one in the queue. I'm seeing, if you can see here for yourself, the queue is relatively empty, but there are a few people waiting to cast their ballot. In there, the poll staffers, the observers are all here seated, and also this is polling place number 2. You're seeing the queue is also here empty. The issue of this low turnout is we are experiencing that almost everywhere. I'm seeing the polling staffs, observers are here also seated. And so, good morning. How are you? Do you mind to speak to our camera, sir? What's your name, sir? Mr. Wo. Okay, Mr. Wo, you happens to be an observer from the MDR. Okay, how long you've been here? Since the poll started. when the poll started?
8 o'clock.
Okay. So has there been any issue of electoral violence, fraud, or whatever reported here from your station?
No.
Okay. How has the process been like?
No, it's very smooth. I see everything going on good. I'm looking at the past election, the general election, depending on
But you was here during the general election, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you make up of the turnout from the general election and now?
Yes, the general election turnout was more because now we hear announcement. Well, 50% may vote. Other people lost their card. Go pastor, other people in jail. They go to give on how they voted, but to come back will be half on, and that's why the people.
Have you experienced any difficulties in there as an observer?
No.
Okay. So finally, what's your message to those that stay out there in terms of coming here to cast a vote?
I think they're going to come and vote and make decision because time for now, so everybody can say, oh, other people make decision. In the feel that fifth way, it would come in number to make a decision. Anytime, any hour you say, yeah, I won't make a decision, other people do it for me. So that's why the final message to vote and try to come and vote.
Okay. So you say your name again?
Right.
Okay. Thank you so much for speaking to us. So folks, that's it here at the JWPSN High School. And as you can see the outside view of this place, this is how it is. This is a very big school, a very big public school here. You can see we are in the fence, but the turnout here, as just like other polling places, it's just the same. You will just see someone just walk in, come and cast their ballot, and then go. So this is polling place number 3 here again at JWPSN High School. The poll staffers are here. Citizens can just walk in, cast their ballot, and then walk out. So if you're there, kindly share this video. I can see the presence of the poll staffers and that of the various observers from various representing various candidates. And where I was is just polling place number 3, and I'm walking towards polling place number 4. This is the queue again for polling place number 4. And this is how polling place number 4 looks like. I'm seeing no one here absolutely. The poll staffers are all here, sitting here along with some observers. And there is no one in here. The issue of the low turnout seems to be a very serious issue here. There is no one at polling place number 4 here at JWPSN. And same as polling place number 5. There is no one there. But I'm seeing some observers here. You can see polling place number 5 for yourself, folks. So we wait to see. In Liberia, it's 9:49, 11 minutes climbing up to 10 o'clock. That's the time here in Liberia. We're seeing polling place number 5 here, again relatively empty. Seeing just fastly running to 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock. This is how they look at the polling place number 5 here at JWPSN High School. So I can see the presence of observers here, and the polling staff are all here, but there is no one here to cast the ballot. This is the queue, and this is how it is. We hope to see changes later in the day, but as it stands here, fastly going to 10 o'clock, and seeing the presence of the Liberian National Police and the Joint Security. They are on the other side, and even those are standing by this is how it is at the moment. The issue of the low turnout probably might resolve to the issue of trucking. I'm seeing, I think these are all observers here. The issue of the low turnout probably we might say might be the issue of trucking, because during the general elections we saw a lot of buses, people moving from one district to another district, from one county to another county to go and register. And today some went there for various representatives, senators, and today we are not seeing them coming. And it's fastly going towards 10 o'clock this morning here in Liberia, Ganta City, where JWPSN is relatively empty. There is no one in the queue. No one in the queue. But yet, people are just walking in the voting center and cast their ballot. So the polling staffs are not really under pressure for now. Hopefully, it might change later. But as it stands, this is how it looks like here. So, let me see if I can talk to any observer here. So, sir, yes, sir, I want to. So, folks, that is it. There's a media colleague here. I don't know what he is working here to do. He is under obligation to speak to us this morning. Good morning and welcome to Today Liberia Television.
Thank you, comrade.
Yeah, for the viewer, can you please tell your name, sir?
Yeah, I'm Prince Bozo. I report for Voice of Gompa as well. And I come to fulfill my democratic rights, that is to cast my vote. So, Mr. Bozo,
I know you are just walking in here, but looking at the turnout here this morning, what do you make up of that?
No, obviously, by-election always looks like that from recent statistics we've been conducting, most especially coming from the regular elections, where people have diverse views that maybe the government hasn't done much, or we just came for election, then there's another election, people will not have the courage, but we stay encouraging our people to turn out to vote. The number will be coming to that, but maybe in the midday or other hours of that, people will start coming in.
So, Prince, do you think there's a factor that leading to this low turnout?
Yes, there are a lot of factors. They just name one of them. It could be people not having much interest in election now. They will say, oh, okay, we just elected our president, we just elected our representatives and senators, and not much is happening according to what some of the survey we have conducted. So they will be feeling reluctant to turn out. But be as it may, we say encouraging them to turn out because that is their fundamental and also democratic rights. Then they come and vote, so that at the end of the day we can, get new senator that will fill in a vacancy.
So, Prince, this is your county. What would be your message to those that will be violators, those that may like to cause chaos in this county in terms of this election? What would be your peace message to them?
That is what we're telling our people. If you have no stake in NIMBA's election, most especially you coming from far away, you don't have a voting rights, you don't have any process, anything to do with NIMBA county election, you got to stay away because this has to do with NIMBA selecting who they want and who's going to fill in that gap out to 2032. So, it's all about the bias. Although you can come and observe and follow the process, but don't interfere, don't intimidate people. Let people come freely, exercise their rights. So we call on our people to remain peaceful and let them come and exercise their democratic rights.
So have you visited any other center beside this?
Yeah, I've been to more centers.
Has there been reports of any electoral violence, any other fraud or whatever?
The only thing we got this morning is Venta. Venta is the town between District 1 and District 8 when coming from Monrovia. It's on the highway there, where there was a report of the building, the public school that are hosting elect activities before, but because of storm disaster, it been broken down. So the citizens that they said they ain't going to provide any facility, although the electoral worker went there and engaged one of the church building there to have it used, but they said they are not going to, agree. But I know by now things are on course because we have local authorities that we contacted to go on it. On the scene, the commissioner and other people there to go and verify the information to make sure that they give the chance to the electoral workers to make sure that the process is done. So
let's talk about the polling staff. Have you observed any delay in their process, or is there any recommendation you can make to the NEC?
Yes, I think for the polling staff, they are in time. Some places they are on time, and there are some places because of the low tenure, and they say there's low tenure, but I think the election workers, they are doing extremely well on some places. Although there are some challenging areas where it hard to reach areas like the remote places, but be as it may, I think they are on top of their game.
Is that something finally you'd like to say?
All we can tell our people is to turn out. It is our right, and let remain peaceful.
Thank you. I kept you in the heart-burning sun for long. Thank you so much, Prince. That's a media colleague, Prince Boswa here, who reports for the Compa Communications Network. So, folks, we are still here at the JWPSN, and in a moment from now, I will be leaving you. And I wanted to talk to one or two persons who have already cast their vote here, but I don't know if I can talk to someone here. So I have seen someone here who I would like to speak to briefly. So good morning, and welcome to Today Liberia Television.
My own is Paul B. Koya.
Okay, Paul.
Yeah.
I'm seeing you standing at the polling center of JWPSN. What are you doing here?
I just been voting, and I seen the trainer is too poor. I tell you my people, my saying they are tired of the same thing for people, they were done, so they can't waste their time. And at this time, it's too high, everybody going to go also now. So we just probably people to can't vote.
So you entered there, you voted. How was the process like?
The process is not bad.
You face any problem there? Any difficulties? So everything okay?
As soon as I entered there, I saw my knee, I vote.
Okay. So you encouraging people who are out there to come cast a vote. All right. Thank you for speaking to us. Thank you so much, Paul. And that is it, folks. As you can see here, people are just walking in, pulling in one by one. And this is Michael Think Positive. I'm still coming to you from Compa City, NIMBA County, where there's another voting center here at the JWPSN High School. The issue of the security, they are intact. I can see the presence of the Liberia National Police here. The issue of the low turnout, we will conclude on that when pool closes. But as it stands, every center I have visited, it has been like the same. Very empty. You don't see people in the queue. You don't see. There's no issue of electoral violence yet. There's no report of electoral fraud for now. Probably as we go on the day, things will change, but we hope to see the best. And this is it. The poll staffers are not really. So I've seen someone who is walking out of the voting center. Good afternoon. Good morning, ma'am. How are you? Yeah. I see you walking out of the center. What's your name, firstly?
My name is Mamba.
Okay, you're welcome to Today Liberia Television. How was the voting process like in there, mama?
Very okay. Very fun.
You face any problem?
No.
It was just cool. But we're seeing the place so empty. What would you say to those that stay out there that don't want to come vote?
I just encouraging my friends, brother to come and vote for their own right.
Are you from NIMBA?
Yes.
So can you speak maybe something like that to them? Maybe they will hear if they come vote.
Kanu kwa vote kwa dio mingi na kaba numa vote ya mwenye yalo represent the no femo. So kanu kwa vote kwa kanti ya ike.
So finally, what will be your peace message to those that are out there that want to cause problem for this election?
Encouraging my brother and sister to come and vote for their own rights.
Thank you so much, Mama. You say your name again?
MyLiberianPeople.
All right, Mama. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Okay.
So
yeah. So that's it. Folks, still here, but about to leave now. This is the compound of the JWPS High School, and I have been here with you. I'm Michael, Think Positive, and this school is right here in Gompa, Ganta. But the issue of the low turnout, it is what it is right now. So thanks for being there. Thanks for sharing. Till I see you again at another center. Goodbye for now. Thank you.